HiBaWa, we are back with Eminem Mondays, another reaction of a classic Eminem song. We have Like Toy Soldiers today by Eminem. So if you're a fan of these Eminem Mondays and want to get more in depth into his catalogue, I'll be breaking down some lyrics. I'll be telling some stories around the songs, music videos, the beats, anything to do with Eminem and that given song on the day. So please like and subscribe. It is a massive help to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, which would be absolutely fantastic. The next milestone is 500. We're on, what, 300 and something now, so the only way is up. So yeah, Like Toy Soldiers, I'm excited for this one off the Encore album in 2004. There was a lot of beefs happening with Shady Records, Eminem's label, 50 Cent and the like, and this song was sort of a discussion around the beefs and how far they can go. So without further ado, let's get into Like Toy Soldiers.
I got this book. My dad gave it to me.
Sounds as though the joint rapper is attempting to put an end.
To be the soldier who never blows his composure, even though I hold the weight of the whole world on my shoulders. I ain't never supposed to show it. My crew ain't supposed to know it, even if it means going toe to toe with the Benzino. It don't matter. I never drag them in battles that I can handle unless I absolutely have to. I'm supposed to set an example. I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide them. If something never just pop off, I'm supposed to be beside them. That job that I.
So already we're getting into Eminem is the general. He created Shady Records. He signed 50 Cent. He brought D12 with him. Obi Trice. I think they're the only ones on the roster at this time. Stat Quo might have joined at this time. But the ones having beef. He is the general. They're the ones that he's looking up to. He is the most successful out of all of them. Obviously 50 came out with Get Rich or Die Trying and was a major success himself. But Eminem's still the general. So it's him. He's pulling other people into his beefs. So he's supposed to be beside them. Anyone who's going to war in his camp, he's with them. He's there backing them up. So I'll go back to the start and talk about the chorus. So the chorus is a sample from Martika, I think it is. Someone called Martika. But it's obviously like a child's choir the song was called Toy Soldiers, and it's like a kid's choir singing Like Toy Soldiers, as you can see from the start of the music video. It's two kids. It's like a young, I don't know, is it like a young Eminem and Proof? But yeah, so the chorus is sung by a kid's choir. But what I love about this song, and you know me, I'm breaking down beats, production. I love getting into the production of things. You see the sample or the drum loop of the snare, like it's actually like it's like a soldier. It's like soldiers going to war where they used to have the snare drums. That's what it is. So the fact that is I absolutely love that you can rap over a snare. That me from a pipe band days playing the snare drum. My dad's a snare drummer. I've always loved this beat. So yeah.
I'm supposed to be the soldier who never blows his composure, even though I hold the weight of the whole world on my shoulders. I ain't never supposed to show it. My crew ain't supposed to know it, even if it means going toe to toe with the Benzino. It don't matter.
So going toe to toe with Benzino, we will get further into this in the second verse. But Benzino was someone who Eminem had major beef with at this time. So he's still saying that basically he holds the weight of the world. Like, he is the most successful artist probably in the world at this time, never mind rapper. So he has all of these things to contend with, running the label, his own music, other people on his camp's music, and then all these beefs as well. He's holding the whole weight on his shoulders. But he can't show it to them because he is who they're looking up to guide them.
I never drag them in battles that I can handle unless I absolutely have to. I'm supposed to set an example. I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide them. If something never just pop off, I'm supposed to be beside them. That chop it, I tried to squash it. It was too late to stop it. There's a certain line you just don't cross, and he crossed it. I heard him say Haley's name on the song, and I just lost it. It was crazy. This went way beyond some Jay-Z and Nas. And even though the
Woo! So some more lore to get into here. So during all of the rap beefs, I'm going to have to do a full series of all these beefs at this time because it is absolutely incredible, some of the diss tracks to come out of this. But, so Ja Rule had beef with 50 Cent before 50 even got signed to Eminem. So Eminem signed 50, then pretty much pulled Eminem into the beef with Ja Rule, according to Ja Rule. So if you're associated with 50 Cent, now anyone's getting it. So Ja Rule came with Dr. Dre and Eminem, and on his diss track Loose Change, he mentioned Eminem's daughter Haley, by saying, what does he say? Slim, your mama's a crackhead, and Kim, his wife, is a known slut, so what's Haley gonna be whenever she grows up? So a very hard-hitting bar that Eminem I don't think was really mentioned before that, and then once he heard that line, he was like, this is him saying, he's like, he just lost it. He's like, he's coming all out. Everyone's dying. Everyone's getting hit now. So, yeah, Eminem got in the booth and laid down some class diss tracks against him as well. Also, then sticking up for 50 Cent, and it's like a whole army. The whole shady army was then against Ja Rule. Also, the censored versions, like, I like doing the music videos because some of them tie in and help tell the story of the song. That's why I'm doing music videos. They are censored because they're Vivo. Back in the day, they're all censored music videos. So there is cursing. If you don't like that, if you prefer to listen to the songs, let me know in the comments. But I do think the music videos do help tell the story.
supposed to set an example. I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide them. If something never just pop off, I'm supposed to be beside them. That chop it, I tried to squash it. It was too late to stop it. There's a certain line you just don't cross, and he crossed it. I heard him say Haley's name on the song, and I just lost it. It was crazy. This went way beyond some Jay-Z and Nas.
Way beyond Jay-Z and Nas shit. Jay-Z and Nas, two probably of the most elite rappers, also had a massive beef pretty much around all this time as well. So he's comparing this to, like, this is now getting so out of hand that it's getting to the levels and the heights of their beef where it's like pure hatred and a lot of diss tracks being made.
Haley's name on the song, and I just lost it. It was crazy. This went way beyond some Jay-Z and Nas. And even though the battle was won, I feel like we lost it. I spent so much energy on it. Honestly, I'm exhausted, and I'm so caught in it. I almost feel I'm the one who caused it. This ain't what I'm in hip-hop for. It's not why I gotten it. That was never my object, for someone to get killed. Why would I want to destroy something I helped build? That wasn't my intentions. My intentions were good. I went through my whole career without ever mentioning it. And that was just out of respect.
So, I don't think anyone died during these beefs, so this is why I'm saying about this music video is like he's telling a story of like how far this can actually go. So he's like telling from the perspective of like if it gets to this point, is like he doesn't want anyone to get killed, and it becomes furthermore in the second verse. But it's just how rap beefs can go so far, and it's just music, and then it becomes something more than music, and he doesn't want anyone to get killed.
Why would I want to destroy something I helped build? That wasn't my intentions. My intentions were good. I went through my whole career without ever mentioning it. And that was just out of respect for not running my mouth and talking about something that I knew nothing about. Plus Dre told me stay out. This just wasn't my beef, so I did. I just fell back, watched and gritted my teeth while he's all over TV. Down talking a man who literally saved my life. Like it, I understand this is business, and this here just isn't none of my business. But still knowing that it could pop off at any minute.
Right, that there, oh, sent chills, especially knowing now in today's world reacting to this. So this here was about, so what he says, and it's actually, it's not just because of the music video, it's like when this track come out on Encore, it still didn't mention the name Suge, so Suge Knight, so head of Death Row. Suge Knight is one person who is like so many conspiracies about, like people have died around Suge Knight, and he was talking about Dr. Dre and sort of had beef with Dr. Dre. So obviously Eminem's affiliation with Dr. Dre was like sort of wanting Eminem. He wanted to stand up and defend Dre and make a diss track and put it out, but Dre told him to sit out and had a chat with him and said, don't do it, it's not worth it, because this can lead to something much bigger, like someone will die if this becomes so much of a thing. So that's why he censors the name, to also have that impact of like, when you're listening to it, you're like, oh, who's he talking about, so we'll put it back.
Without ever mentioning it, and that was just out of respect for not running my mouth and talking about something that I knew nothing about. Plus Dre told me stay out, this just wasn't my beef, so I did. I just fell back, watched and gritted my teeth while he's all over TV, down talking to a man who literally saved my life. Like it, I understand this is business, and this here just isn't none of my business. But still knowing that it could pop off at any minute. To be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying.
So that footage was from Eminem back in the day, rap battling, and that is proof. And I'll get more into proof later because there's a certain scene in the music video, I'll get into it. But that is proof, who used to, back in the hip hop shelter in Detroit where Eminem used to battle, Proof used to host the battles. And I think in that actual video he's battling HiBaWa, who is in D12. But he's basically saying there used to be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying. That's just rap battling. Like rap battling used to be, you could say anything to anyone. You could say like the most messed up things to someone, but it's a rap battle. It's only just music. It's only a battle. It doesn't have to be taken to another level where it becomes physical. So this is all of Shady Records, I think, pretty much D12. We have Con Norris in the middle there. I think that's Cassius in the back, but is it? No, it's not. Cassius wasn't there at that time. So Runyon Ave is like Runyon Avenue in Detroit, I think, where most of the D12 are from, I think, possibly.
There used to be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying. But now it's elevated, cause once you put someone's kids in it, it just gets escalated. It ain't just words no more, is it? It's a different ballgame. You call names and you ain't just rapping. We actually tried to stop the 50 and John B from happening. Me and Dre had sat with him, kicked it and had a chat with him and asked him not to start it. He wasn't gonna go after him until John started gapping in magazines how we stabbed him. And 50 smash him, mash on him, let him have it. Meanwhile, my attention's pulled in.
So this is obviously they knew when they were signing 50 Cent. Dre and Eminem knew you'd come with this massive rap beef with Ja Rule and Murder Inc. And they were trying to sort of say, look, you're signed now, you're a major success. Can we try and squash the beef? And because it doesn't need to get more than what it is anymore. I think this is what he's trying to say, that they sit and had a chat with him and asked him not to start it, and he wasn't going to go after him. And then Ja started talking about how 50 stabbed him and it sort of reignited everything, and then obviously 50 Cent put back down and life's on the line on Get Rich or Die Trying, going against Ja Rule and constant shots at him, so he just smashed him and let him have it. So yeah, he's talking about inheriting the beef from 50 there, and obviously a little cameo from 50. So you can see in the music video it's sort of building. You can see like the story of the music video. You can see Eminem in like his Shady Records office, or he's watching the TV and there's rappers on, like he's listening to the songs and diss tracks being sent back and forth, and people in studios getting on the mic and recording diss tracks and things, and then you can see where the music video takes you after.
And 50 smashing, mashing him, let him have it. Meanwhile, my attention's pulled in another direction. Some receptionist at the source who answers phone to this desk has an obsession for me and thinks that I'll be his resurrection. Tries to blow the dust off his mic and make a new record, but now he's the game up, cause one of the ways I came up was through that publication, the same one that made me famous. Now the owner of it has got a grudge against me for nothing. That other sucker could get it too, but I'm so busy being pissed.
So this is the part about Benzino. He's talking about some receptionist who sits at the source answering phones at his desk, has an erection for me, or obsession as it says in this, and thinks it'll be his resurrection. He's saying that Benzino owned the Source magazine. Eminem mentions the Source and then says it's the same publication, the same one that made me famous. So the Source magazine was a massive rap magazine back in the 90s and early 2000s. And Benzino owned it. So as Eminem got famous, they never gave him 5 mics or whatever. And the whole lore of that Benzino is a full other video. But yeah, so he's talking about Benzino, the owner of the Source, as while the Ja Rule thing's happening with 50 Cent, Eminem's also dealing with the Source, talking shit about him, and Benzino talking shit about him, and Benzino starts making diss tracks and tries to resurrect his rap career to get at Eminem, which is also just trying to get for clout. So that's, and Eminem's just responding and dealing with that, and Eminem ended the Source and Benzino pretty much after that beef. But he's just sort of putting you in his headspace of like at that time where his head was at, like all of this was happening with 50. Ja Rule saying things about his daughter. He's dealing with the Benzino thing. There was just so much beef happening.
Through that publication, the same one that made me famous. Now the owner of it has got a grudge against me for nothing. That other sucker could get it too, but I'm so busy being pissed off I don't stop to think that we just inherited 50's beef with Murder Inc. And he's inherited mine, which is fine. Ain't like either of us mine. We still have soldiers that's on the front line, that's willing to die for us as soon as we give the orders. Never to extort us, strictly to show they support us. Or maybe shout them out in the rapper up in the chorus to show them we love them back and let them know how important it is to have Runyon Avenue soldiers up in our corners. The loyalty to us is worth more than any award is.
So he's just let it all out that he's inherited 50's beef, 50's inherited his. They're all together as an army, but they also have a whole load of crew members and people under them and around them. The Runyon Ave people on the corners who are going to stick up for them, and if it does get heated, these are their soldiers that will go to war for them. But they'll shout them out in the rap or shout them out in the chorus to show them they love them back. So they're shouting out these people just to cement the loyalty that they have.
An avenue soldiers up in our corners. The loyalty to us is worth more than any award is. But I ain't trying to have none of my people hurt or murdered. It ain't worth it. I can't think of a perfect way to word it than to just say that I love y'all too much to see the verdict. I'll walk away from it all before I let it go any further.
So now he's getting to the point where it's like all this beef. He doesn't want anyone hurt or murdered. He doesn't want it to end this way, the way the music video is going, like it's in another life. Now, I'll get to it now. The person dying on the table and the person getting shot out the window was Eminem's best friend, Proof. And this is where it gets just chilly. Like, Proof died by getting shot 2 years after this. Like in 2006 over a pool game supposedly in Detroit. He got shot and killed after it, and Eminem mentioned in his book The Way I Am that he's like he can't even watch this video anymore because it's just like did he near like talk it into existence in a way sort of thing. Really chilly, really eerie stuff. Like But yeah, it's proof. His best friend, who in this video they got to like show how much it could affect and how much this could spill over, and he doesn't want his best friend of all people to be shot or murdered, because he could end up a target. Like anyone close to him could end up a target in the rap beef. Like this.
The loyalty to us is worth more than any award is. But I ain't trying to have none of my people hurt or murdered. It ain't worth it. I can't think of a perfect way to word it than to just say that I love y'all too much to see the verdict. I'll walk away from it all before I let it go any further. But don't get it twisted, it's not a plea that I'm copping. I'm just willing to be the bigger man if y'all can quit popping off at your jaws with a knocking. Cause frankly I'm sick of talking. I'm not gonna let someone else's coffin rest on my conscience.
Like, that is crazy. Oh, that song is perfect. It's quite chilly listening to that now. So you can see the music video, like, all the people in the recording booths that were laying down diss tracks through the video ended up being taken away. So it's basically like in a parallel universe. If this gets to this point, this is what can happen. And Eminem is seen standing at the graveside by himself, because everyone else around him is just dropping and dying over a rap beef. So it's not him, he's saying he's not copping out, he's not wussing out of like a beef, he's just basically saying like, this is just music, why is it getting to this point? And as you can see at the very end, I wonder if these suggestions go away ever. Right, so we have Big L got shot over a rap beef, Biggie and Tupac, we all know how that went, East Coast versus West Coast, all over something that got more than rap. And then Bugs, this is Bugs at the end, who was supposed to be in D12 before they got famous, but died. He got shot in Detroit, I think, in 1999. So which one was it? Swifty McVeigh took Conniva May took his, then entered the group after that, I think, or Con Artist maybe just started the rap because he was just producer. I think he replaced him, but yeah, Bugs was supposed to be part of D12. So, what a music video and what a song. Not much to break down, really, as far as like wordplay and I think every word just hits hard, but the flow, everything over that beat, the snare and everything, oh, unbelievable. Phenomenal song. I don't know why, I've never really even thought about contending it in my top 10 or 20, but that is a perfect song. Like, there's nothing, that is flawless execution. What a song. But yeah, if you like that, if you like the reaction or the breakdown, the way I tell these Eminem stories or get further in depth for it, please hit a like, subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 followers and follow me on the Eminem Mondays. I'm also doing Throwback Thursdays where I listen to classic rap and hip hop songs from 90s, 2000s, probably a few 2010s now because they're probably throwbacks. I seen that in 2026, that means 2016 was 10 years ago, which is frightening. So yeah, we'll do a few more throwbacks. We also have Beats, Beers and Banter podcast coming back soon. We have Ryno Talks, where me, Ryno, talks about some things just in my life or just anything I want to talk shit about. And then a few conspiracy videos too, because it's HiBaWa Entertainment. You're gonna go HiBaWa. So yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. HiBaWa.